Hi guys, hi Facebook and YouTube. Today I'm going to be sharing my story about my life with cerebral palsy. Monday the 25th was Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, and I have cerebral palsy, so I'm going to share my story. Some of the things I don't remember, so I'm sorry in advance, because some of the things I kind of don't remember. But here we go. My name is Paige. I'm 19 years old, and I was born with cerebral palsy. I was born 2 months premature. I was a preemie, like most people with cerebral palsy are preemies. I was born 2 months premature. April 7th is my birthday, and I was in an incubator for 3 months, and I got to go home June 8th. So, yeah, 3 months. So I was in the hospital for about 3 months. I was in a little incubator and I was really tiny. When I was 2, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, and they had me wear ankle foot orthotics, and they started me to use this thing right here. And what this is my walker. I use it everywhere I go to walk. And I also use a scooter and crutches. So when I went to school, it was different because sometimes I was the only kid who had a walker or any kind of thing. But in 2006, I have gotten 3 surgeries in my life. 3. The first one was hamstrings, and what that is I don't know if I can show you, but hamstrings. I got my hamstrings, and I had to wear a cast. Then the next one, I got my ankles, because my ankles wouldn't go flat on the floor. So I got that done when I was in middle school. And then when I was in high school, I got my eyes fixed. I used to be cross-eyed. It was like a stigmatism, which is also part of CP. There are 4 types of cerebral palsy. I have the one that make my muscles really tight, so I have to stretch and do everything to make my muscles loose. And I also use this a lot because walking is good for you. It's good exercise. So when I was 2, I was diagnosed, and I've gotten the surgeries. When I went through school, I wasn't bullied. I was treated the same. I was bullied somewhat, but it wasn't because of my disability. It was because of how smart I was and how good grades I got. Because I had cerebral palsy, I had to have an assistant to help me navigate through the school, because my high school and middle school were like so big, and I needed help. And everyone thought I was cheating because I had an assistant, but I worked really hard to get the good grades. So I was kind of bullied for that, and not because of my disability. But when I go out now, I go out a lot with friends or my fiance, or just to go out. People stare. Let me just tell you this. It is not nice to stare at people who have a disability. You can come up and ask us, what happened? Like, you can ask questions. I'm not shy to answer anything. People usually come up. They aren't very friendly about it sometimes. And they ask the person next to me, because sometimes I go out with somebody, and they say, "What's wrong with her?" I can talk for myself if you just come up to me and you ask me. So I've had a lot of that because of my cerebral palsy, but I know a lot of people with disabilities, they get that also. So through school, I was never bullied. I was I was treated equally like everybody else. But sometimes I felt left out because sometimes I was the only one in a walker. Like in one, two of my, well, one in my school, I was the only one who was in a walker that anyone had seen in like years. So they were like kind of confused. And sometimes I have to teach people how to fold this, and sometimes it gets like really frustrating. So sometimes I wish I was just like everybody else. But people always tell me I am like everybody else. I'm just I just have a little bit extra. And I tell people it's a gift from God. When you get a disability or anything, it's a gift from God. God put you on this earth for a reason, and that's why He gave it to you, to help you or to inspire you to do something with your life. So that's what I think about sometimes, because I do help younger kids with disabilities. I help them. You show the kids when they're younger so they understand. Because when they're older, they might not understand. So, this again, all through school, I was never bullied. When school finished, I was in a program, but the program was physical, and I can only stand on my feet for 10 to 15 minutes. It's part of the disability also. If I do not sit down within 10 to 15 minutes, my legs will start to shake and they feel like they're going to fall asleep. So after a couple of days in that program, I decided to withdraw myself because it was too much physical labor and it wasn't right for me. Now, I know a lot of people had questions about that, but now I'm engaged. I have a wonderful fiance. He's very supportive and very non-judgmental. He is upset when people stare at us because I look young, but I'm not young. I'm 19. I may look like I'm 12, but I'm not. It just comes with a disability sometimes. Because I know one person, I'm friends with her on Facebook. It's Karen's Life with Cerebral palsy. And she's 30 and she looks like she's 19. But we're all different. You should never judge people because they're different. I've been judged. I haven't been bullied, but I've been made fun of. I've had to stick up for myself a lot. So nowadays, I'm trying to look for a job, but it's very difficult because some of the jobs are physical. They're not a sit-down job. So I hope for the best for me. I hope I can find a job that's right for me. And I hope when people hear my story, they're inspired to come out with their own. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story, and I'll see you guys next time.